Hey, this is Hunter Henry of the LA Chargers, and you're watching MUT Force. Bolt up, baby.
What's up, guys? It's the Director, and the Trumpetmonkey has been really busy lately. We're going to give him a day off. We're going to do a short episode today here with just the Director. It's going to be a good time. Missed you guys. Been a good week. Lots and lots and lots of stuff going down. Me and Trumpetmonkey got some good stuff planned. Madden 20 around the corner. It's going to be a good time. We got so much stuff planned. I can't tell you anything yet. We're still figuring some stuff out, but we got some fun, unique things that we're going to be bringing to the table in Madden 20. Speaking of which, Madden 20. The beta dropped, last week, 2 weeks ago, and we all got our first taste, at least the guys, of those of us that got the beta code, of what Madden 20 would be like. And I've seen a lot of people dropping, different reviews and different feelings and different emotions on how the beta played out. And to give it short and sweet, my experience with the beta, obviously we're not going to give anything away as far as, what you can and cannot say about the game. But the feeling and emotion that I had was a lot of people that maybe were a bit disappointed with Madden 20 at this stage maybe felt like they were still playing Madden 19. You know what I mean? Like Madden 19 played a certain way, and Madden 20, it's so much of a different feel. It's so much of a different mechanic. There's so many different things to Madden 20 that I feel like if you go in there trying to play Madden 19, you may be disappointed because you're not playing it right. Just to be quite honest, like everything from the throwing motion to the real player motion that's been absolutely so finely tuned feels a lot better. Now, if you guys want a more in-depth description on how every single position plays, you can check out MUT Force from last week. Me and Trumpetmonkey went over every single position and the details on how those performed. And honestly, if you get down to the nitty-gritty of it and you understand Madden 20 for what it is, I think it's actually a huge improvement. And a big reason why, and I've seen some people on my Twitter like, you're getting in bed with EA. It's like, I don't know if that's true. I mean, there's a lot that goes into a video game when they switch engines. And this is the big thing that I think I wanted to touch on. When you switch from what they were using before to, I think it was Frostbite in the last couple of years, it's going to take a bit of a growing pain to get to a functionality where we feel like the competitiveness could be there. And yes, Madden 20 is far from perfect even in the beta, but it's just different. And I think at this point, even with exposure to the beta and I don't know how many hours played, I think more data is required. You got to really set your foundation and get your footing on the game before you can really give an honest review on it. But for me, I feel like the beta, as far as what I experienced, I like it. I really do. I want to learn how to play it better because my experience in playing it, I still had a little bit of the Madden 19, experience or mentality. But being very honest, I feel like I enjoyed it a lot more. And I think as people grow more used to Madden 20 as its own game, people will be surprised in how much better, and the best word I can use to describe it is probably smoother the game feels. But that's short and sweet what my thought on Madden 20 beta was. Again, if you guys want a more in-depth review on that, check out MUT Force from last week. Got a lot of juicy stuff in there, and maybe some more videos coming down the pipeline in the next couple of days, further describing our experience. And maybe even in person at a very special place where you never know. All right, guys, let's jump into some of the Madden 19 stuff. We don't want to forget Madden 19. We're still a month away before the early access stuff starts to drop. We're getting there. We're getting close to Madden 20, but we still have a little bit to talk about in Madden 19. So with that, let's get into this last week's review, maybe a couple of weeks' review, because we've been gone for Madden 19 stuff very recently. All right, so as described just before, Madden 19 or 20 is kind of where we had our last MUT Force. We talked a lot about that. Let's get into some of the guys that we may have missed. We didn't really give our feelings on the last couple of bundles as far as Ultimate Legends and stuff like that. Let's take a look at these guys. Jonathan Ogden. My impressions on Jonathan Ogden, first and foremost, you take a look at the man's size, 6'9", 98 strength. He's a fantastic card. I mean, look at the 99s, 98s, even 97s everywhere. He's going to hold that edge very, very nicely. The only problem is in Madden 19, if you like to use Gunslinger, which I do recommend on a quarterback that's tall enough, uh, Gunslinger has the tendency to be thrown in the back of your lineman's head, and having somebody 6'9", holding that left side, you might find yourself getting some passes blocked by Jonathan Ogden's noggin. So in that case, I mean, there's probably, as far as stats wise, there's probably no one better than Jonathan Ogden. But me personally, I'm probably going to go for somebody maybe a little bit shorter just because of that. And that's just, a little bit nitpick. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine, even if you've got, Murray out there, 5'10", with the gunslinger. I'm sure you'll still be fine. But just to avoid that, that's what my thoughts on Jonathan Ogden. What kind of a cool card. I actually haven't taken a look at his versatile. Did he go to right tackle or something here? Yeah, right tackle, 91 overall. Nice little budget beast right here. I mean, you're in the 90s for pretty much everything. The 6'9" thing's still a little bit of a concern. But again, not bad. Especially, I don't know what the Ravens have a right tackle, but that might not be a bad option for a budget beast. Let's take a look at Leroy Glover. I don't have all of these cards' previous teams listed in front of me, but I know Leroy Glover played for the Saints and for the Raiders. Any other teams, let me know in the comment section below. 6'2", the guy's kind of a beast. As far as his block shed, power move, finesse moves down there a little bit, but he's a defensive tackle. His strength is really high, tackle is really high. Speed's a little bit low, actually, in this point of the year. 79 isn't bad at defensive tackle, but you're looking at guys like, Allen out there, who's at 88 speed, something ridiculous with the chems. So Leroy Glover looks good. He's going to fit some theme teams. I know the Raiders desperately needed a defensive tackle out there. And I've seen some of my Raiders buddies. I know as a Chargers fan, it's a bit obscure to have Raiders friends, but I do have a lot of them. They were very happy to see Leroy Glover take the field. I'm sure the Saints were feeling the same way as well. So Leroy Glover, not bad. Aeneas Williams, Aeneas. We're going to get this one right this time. 95 speed, 96 agility, 96 jump. I mean, honestly, he's 1 in a million as far as cornerbacks is concerned for me this year. That's one thing, and I'll drop little, things here and there as far as how Madden 20 has improved upon Madden 19. In my experience, the uniqueness of, let's say, Aeneas Williams would separate himself from other cornerbacks in Madden 20. As in Madden 19, he plays pretty much like every other corner. The only thing that separates the corners at this point is maybe their height and press, maybe. But we are end game, so maybe that's how it's supposed to feel. But again, just a little hint, Madden 20, I'm thinking you guys are going to notice the same thing I did, where, a Richard Sherman's going to play a lot different than a Darius Slay. That's something that I'm very excited about. And guys like Aeneas Williams, who kind of got shoved in the corner in Madden 19, may get a chance to shine in Madden 20. Kind of cool. Those are the Ultimate Legends from last year. We're going to get to the ones coming out this Saturday morning as you guys are listening to this. Let's get into this new promo here, the player spotlights. Now, I'm not sure if there was a bunch in here that I may have missed. I'll go back and take a look at this. But as far as I can see here, the Calvin Ridley is the one that was featured on the cover. If this was the first one, I don't remember. Some people aren't as excited about this promo. I like the fact that we're seeing people of lesser popularity get a card that maybe wouldn't get the opportunity to if it weren't for this promo. And that's something I think is going to be important to Maddens in the future. You see guys that sell packs, and I think we can all assume, dudes like Julio Jones, dudes like Tom Brady eventually get cards in the year because they're the name, the face of the franchise, and they're going to sell packs. But then you take a look at guys like, let's say, Nyheim Hines. The guy had a little bit of production in the 2018-19 season, but he's not really the kind of guy that stands out as a pack seller. This is a good opportunity for you Colts fans, or really anybody that wants a scrappy running back with high catching, to put Nyheim Hines in the field and not feel like he's detrimental to your game plan. He's going to fit right in. He reminds me a bit of a Barry Sanders, some really nice catching to break tackle. I like this card, and it's Nyheim Hines. Does that make sense? That's kind of cool. I want to see more of that because more underground names give more of a unique experience playing head-to-head because not every team is exactly the same. Does that make sense? So he's what they call a sleeper hit. So you got your future stars, your classics, and your sleeper hits. Honestly, when I saw this promo come out, it got me excited about the prospect of seeing guys like Mike Williams, who I have been pushing to be in Madden 19 for very many days, very many weeks. And I don't know if it's going to happen here. We might not see a card for him until Madden 20, which it's okay. He'll have a good year. He'll earn himself a good card. But let's start actually from the beginning here. I was right. We did miss a couple. I knew that Baker was the first one that we got. So let's take a look at the sleeper hits from the very first drop of this promo. You got Jonnu Smith. Again, I kind of know him from fantasy, maybe a little bit, but not really. You got yourself Jonnu Smith for the Titans. You can match him up with Delaney Walker. I don't remember who else they had out there at tight end, but very good speed at 92. Route running all looks great. With a tight end, you're really looking for your catching traffic, and spec catch. Maybe jump if you can get that in there too. 6'3". I think Delaney Walker's like 6'2". So they're not the tallest tight ends in the world, but they've got the really high catching stats. That's what you want to see out of a tight end. Good pickup for any Titans fans out there. Jerome Baker, you got yourself a Dolphin. 94 speed at left outside linebacker. He's pretty good. From what I've seen on the auction house, on Xbox specifically, this is not a bad budget beast to throw on your squad late game. I mean, 94 speed, you're looking at with Coach Madden, sprinter, 97 speed stock. That's going to get the job done from here to the end of the game. And he's at 6'1". Very, very good. Don't know what his zone is at. I think I remember it not being, to the place where you can get him to 90, even 91 without a Dolphins theme team. I think the Dolphins theme team can do it, but not your regular average Joes. But this is a really good card, man. I like it. The speed is really all you need, and that's a really nice left outside linebacker to roll out with your budget beasts. Let's get to the classics. Akeem Hicks. In the Patriots uniform, kind of unique, 72 speed. At this point, Madden, for me, just too slow. Now, you think about guys, good against the run. That's great. Makes sense in real life football. But in Madden specifically, you're going to want at least, in my opinion, 90 speed coming off the edge. So he's okay. Maybe put him at defensive tackle if he fits on your theme team and there's a vacancy there. You know what I mean? In that case, you can get him up even on a theme team to like 80, 81 speed. That's fine at defensive tackle. And in that position, I think his stats read great. So Akeem Hicks, obviously a Bear now. I don't know if he's got the power up. If he does, congratulations. You got yourself another left end Bears. And Patriots fans, I don't know who you had there before, but maybe this guy has a boost there. Probably my favorite card of the initial drop was LaShawn McCoy. Eagles fans have been screaming to the heavens since the theme teams became popular. We need a running back. And yeah, we got Le'Veon Bell. But who wants to roll out with Le'Veon Bell on a pure theme team? You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. I have him, I think, as my third back in my Chargers hybrid theme team. He's fine, but you want a guy like Shady, bro. Shady, 98 speed. The agility is ridiculous. Elusiveness is ridiculous. I think, in my opinion, that combination of speed, agility, and elusiveness creates a better user experience at halfback this year, specifically in Madden 19. Catching could be a little bit higher, but the break tackle at 97, my God, this is a fantastic, fantastic card. I've heard people talk about playing with this card, and they've all had really good things to say about it. Honestly, if I were to be like, okay, I'm bored, I have nothing else better to do in Madden right now, I may go pick up guys that I just kind of want to try out. Not really caring about the chems, not really caring about, the team. Just kind of want to see what Shady plays like, man. This is a really nice card. Don't know what he's going for right now, but he's definitely worth a try. So, I mean, we got the coins. Maybe we might as well bring some freshness to the game while we're waiting for 20 to drop. Jair Alexander. This guy looks pretty awesome. 98 speed, 93 press, all over the board. A great, great, great cornerback. But like I said before, they all play kind of the same. What I do like about Jair Alexander, though, this is just, a tinfoil hat theory. It's probably not true, but I feel like the guys that are true 99s play a little bit better than guys that are power up into 99s. And these stats read fantastic to me. Maybe the jump could be a little bit higher, but I do like Jair Alexander. I know a lot of Packers fans were super excited to see him. He's a great player in the NFL. So to see him perform at that level in an end game Madden 19 scenario, kind of cool. I like him. Baker Mayfield, probably the biggest hit of this promo, kind of the face of this promo. He's honestly, as a quarterback, he's okay. He's definitely usable in Madden 19, but the speed isn't to like that top echelon Mike Vick, Lamar Jackson, and in a Madden where you can really get away with a mobile quarterback and still have crazy good accuracy. I probably still would roll out with guys like that. But, you're looking at your Browns theme teams. You got Otto Graham, which still needs an ultimate legend, I think, and then Baker Mayfield. Both will have really nice speed on your theme teams. I think you can get them up to 94 speed on a theme team. And honestly, Baker's just kind of the man, dude. Baker's kind of the new hotness in the NFL. The Browns leading a brand new, furiously good offense into this upcoming season. So I like this card a lot just for the clout, I guess. He's really cool. And the Browns themed teams, you guys would be very happy to be rolling out with Baker Mayfield. One more drop for the Madden 20 comparison. Quarterback's probably the biggest thing that I noticed a difference in Madden 19 versus Madden 20. The uniqueness between the quarterbacks was so much fun, trying out different quarterbacks, seeing how they play, and their unique skill set really dictates how you run your offense. Guys like Baker Mayfield going to play way different than Lamar Jackson in Madden 20. Super hyped to see that implemented in the game because it keeps games really, really fresh. So really cool to see Baker get that card. Let's move on. Let's see. We had a couple more here. No. This one's cool, man. This is one I was like, if we get ourselves golden tickets this year, I want to see Tremaine Edmonds get one. He doesn't have to now, and we probably won't get golden tickets, but this is an excellent card. We'll get to him in just a second. Let's start with the sleeper hits. Will Hernandez, left guard for the Giants. Very, very good card. Very, very happy to have him as an end game guy if I threw him on my team. The pass block finesse, run block finesse is a little bit low, but you can get that up with Chem. He's not bad. I mean, at this point, I would be happy with, I would say, a 97, 98 lineman at this point. You're solid. You're fine. The blocking doesn't apply as crucially in Madden 19, so you could probably even get away with 95, 96 plus overall linemen at this point. So not bad. Trey Waynes. This is an interesting card. This is one of those cards where I feel like he may stand out among the cornerbacks, maybe just a little bit. Vikings fans be extra excited. The 99 speed. Oh, hot damn. That's pretty nice. Having that stock with the white 99, that may come into factor into games. He's 6 foot tall. That's pretty good. All his stats read fantastic. You're going to get yourself some boost on the Vikings theme team. I like this card. Again, this probably is one of the candidates for if I just kind of want to go in and play and make a team that I want to make. Trey Waynes is on that list. I like this card. I want to see how he plays. Probably even throw him into the slot and see how he does. Very, very, very nice card. Rodney Hudson coming in next. This one goes out to you, Trumpetmonkey, out wherever you are right now. He was really hoping to get a Rodney Hudson. He got him. I'm pretty sure he has a power-up. I'm hoping he does because I know Trumpetmonkey was really hoping to add him to his Raider squad, and I see him come out with the Kansas City Chiefs card art. Probably hurt a little bit, but if you can get him on his Raider squad, I'm sure he'll be happy. All in all, very, very good center. Is he as good as, let's say, a Matthews at this point? Maybe about the same. You get yourself some good boosts on him. He's definitely end game. I like him. He's not the best, but he's definitely not the worst. You can roll out with him the rest of the year, feel good about it. Zach Brown. This is an interesting card. Zach Brown came out as a middle linebacker early at the beginning of the year. They changed him to right outside linebacker, which we're used to seeing in older Maddens, but not so much in Madden 19. It was kind of crazy to see him go to right outside linebacker with the Classics back when he played with the Titans. But you're able to throw. He is a power-up, so you can put him on the Skins. And then I think he just got signed by the Eagles. So that's really this is a really nice card that gets overlooked in Madden in general. Like a really good linebacker, very high speed, good play rec. Like he's all around fantastic. So I like this card quite a bit. Interesting that he's at right outside linebacker. If I remember right, he has to be, if you're going to put the upgrade on him with this card included, he has to maintain right outside linebacker. If not, I think he stays a middle linebacker past his flashback. I don't remember. You guys have to let me know in the comments, but I'm a big fan of that card. Kerryon Johnson, 94 speed. At this point, I mean, what do you really want? If you're a Lions fan, that's fine. You can use him as your lead back and get him all the way up to 99 speed. The break tackle is very nice. The catch is okay. The elusiveness is okay. The agility is a bit slow, but if you want that 1-2 punch on the Lions with him and Barry, fine. I wouldn't be upset about it. The 99 trucking is definitely where it catches my attention, and that's something really nice to have with 99 speed. So that's kind of cool. Lions fans love it. Everyone else, if you can get their speed up to 99, maybe. Tremaine Edmonds, again, probably one of my favorite cards in this promo. I use Tremaine Edmonds quite a bit, especially mid to early to mid year because of his 6'5" frame at middle linebacker for the Bills. He's always got really nice speed to go along with that 93 speed. You can easily get him up to 96 speed. That's just fine for the middle of the field. I know everybody's got Shaz, but you're going to want that guy that can maintain the middle of the field for you as a CPU defender. And he's definitely one of those guys that I trust both as a user and CPU defender. Look at his zone at 89 overall zone. That's just perfect. You can definitely just get that up a couple of ticks and just leave him be, man. Let him do his thing on the field as your second middle linebacker. Use Shaz and just get some picks, man. This is a fantastic card, especially with that frame. You don't see that a lot in Madden as far as middle linebacker position goes, where they've got the height and they've got the speed. You're going to be great with Shaz in Madden 19. Might as well let somebody 6'5" hold the position next to you in a 3-4 scheme. Very nice, very nice. Let's move over here to the ones that we initially started with. Vita Vea. Vita Vea. This guy was like the king of the Gauntlet budget cards, or whatever you want to call it. The free card we got from the Gauntlet earlier in the year. He just played out of his mind. Sure, his stats don't read like Madden 19 endgame quality right now because of his speed, but he just played so well. He's going to be like on my list of guys just to try out. Like, that's a fantastic card. He's got the MUT Force factor. He was one of the first players that I really identified with in the MUT Force factor for 19. I would say give him a try. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about him if you've used him at this point, because I'm a big fan of his MUT card. Hopefully he has the performance to back that up. Naheem Hines, as we have already talked about, 99 speed. That's great. Colts theme teams, you got yourself a running back. Just don't look back. This is great for you guys. And again, for any budget B squads, like 99 speed, 96 agility, 97 elusiveness, you can roll them out with pretty much anybody. Just don't try and truck with them, because that 68 is pretty bad. Marcus Gilbert coming in at right tackle for the Steelers. He's fine. Like, the only thing that worries me even a little bit is a run block finesse. But, I mean, I don't know how much he's going for right now. That's a solid right tackle. Everything's going to be pretty cheap right now. I think they rolled out the fan appreciation packs for MUT rewards. Everyone got like 2, I think. And his price should be relatively low because there's going to be cheaper right tackles out there. So I like him. He's okay. He's fine. Again, I think lineman at this point, 96 plus, they're pretty much end game from there. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. This is a great card, man. Like, I saw this come out, instantly thought of all my Giants friends out in my clans, out in the MUTverse. Super excited to see this guy come out. He's a huge fan favorite. A lot of Raiders fans were upset that we didn't have the upgrade card for him, the power-up card, including Trumpetmonkey. He's like, come on, let's give us the power-up card. Because he's a fantastic, fantastic corner, man. I mean, look at that. 99s, 98s everywhere. Zone, press, like, that could be upgraded just a little bit. But, my God, like, you can, it's 6'2", 6'2". This is probably one of the better cornerbacks you can get in the game right now, even though he's a 98 and not a 99 overall. Huge fan of this card. Definitely on my list of guys that I would love to try out. Justin Reed for future stars. That's where I'm hoping we see a Mike Williams at some point. 98 speed. That's awesome. But you guys got Ed Reed out there as well. So what are you going to do with this dude? You're going to put him at strong safety 2, user him in the middle. He's 6'1". He's going to have 99 speed on most people's teams. This is a fantastic user, especially on the Texans theme teams. I mean, you can't get much better than that. And I don't know what the Texans cornerbacks look like, but throw him in at cornerback, dude. Like, he would be just fine at quarterback. This is fine. This is a great card. Calvin Ridley, 99 speed card. Everyone loved Calvin Ridley throughout the year as he got himself the rookie premier upgrades. Nothing's going to change here, folks. I know he didn't get the upgrade because that program ended a while back, but go ahead and pick up this card and feel confident, dude. 99 speed, 99 catch. That's fantastic. His route running at 99, route running, like, everything about this card is fantastic, minus his jump. So you guys rolling out with those Falcons theme teams, watch out, man. That passing attack is going to be so nasty with the addition of this crazy good Calvin Ridley. Big fan of that card. Next up, I think this is the last batch. We got ourselves, so the MUT Sleepers, we got Darren Lee. I actually didn't remember about him getting traded or signed by the Kansas City Chiefs, but this is a really good MUT card. It kind of goes overlooked. We talked about him a little bit at the beginning of the season because he had decent speed and decent user ability, but this is an okay card. Is he my favorite? No, but I don't really know what the Chiefs were rolling out with before because their defense wasn't great last year. I'm thinking their user was probably Bobby Bell, but I know he was an outside linebacker. So having Darren Lee in there is definitely going to bolster that defense a little bit. Nice card. Not great, but definitely theme team material. Andrew Whitworth coming up next. In my opinion, one of the one of the more underrated tackles in the NFL, maybe more specifically MUT. He's a fantastic card. He's definitely not like the best of the best, but maybe if like strength and awareness comes into play, he's very good. Again, he's a little tall for my liking at 6'7", but he's not bad. Let's get into these classics, man. Let's start with Deion Jones. Sick card art, by the way. Love the card art on this one. 98 overall. I've been predicting Deion Jones to come out for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks because he is just so good of a middle linebacker, dudes. He reminds me, like, I don't know, like I talked about Tremaine Edmonds earlier. Tremaine has the height advantage over Deion Jones, obviously, so that's going to trigger some unique animations. But Deion, like, he's always played just so well for me in a 3-4 concept. Like, that CPU user middle linebacker, sometimes, I mean, I can user him and he's just fine, but just leaving him out there to do his thing, like, especially Madden 17, I remember putting him out deep all the time just because he acted almost as good as a safety as he did a middle linebacker, which is nuts to me. I have to imagine he probably plays the same way in Madden 19. So I actually love this card. I'm going to go on YouTube and search and see. I know Wheels put out a video as a review on him. I'm going to go check him out and just see how he plays, because huge fan of Deion Jones cards. Super, super, super late in the MUT year. He should have gotten one a long time ago. His last card was Primetime, I think. Yeah, Primetime Performer way, way back in the inside the season of Madden 19. But fantastic card. Want to see how he plays. Exciting card. Alshon Jeffrey, 94 speed. Does he have a power up? I'm sure he has a power up because he got that programs master at some point. He's very, very good. He's very, very good. He's like underrated good. A lot of people don't use him because he's just under that height that gets people excited at 6'3". Like at 6'4", more people might use him. But he just catches everything, man. Like I played against him. I've seen people play with him. Like he's a very good card. The only thing that's probably not great about him is his speed, but if you're on a Bears or an Eagles theme team, I mean, go for it, man. That's very nice. Bears especially, dude. I don't know if you guys gotten yourself another Robinson card or not, but you get Alshon Jeffrey out there, man, and have some fun. That's gonna be a nasty card for your theme teams out there. Minkah Fitzpatrick getting into the 99s for future stars. 96 speed, very easy to get to 99 on not even non-Dolphins themed teams. The press is a little bit low, jumps a little bit low, but everything else about him is fantastic. He's 6'1". Again, kind of a dime a dozen when it comes to cornerbacks, but not bad. Sam Darnold. This one, I mean, he's Sam Darnold. I don't know if he deserves it yet. Like, he hasn't really shown me much. Even like, Jets theme team is going to look great, but like in real IRL NFL, it's still kind of up for debate. You know what I mean? He looks okay, but he doesn't look like the star we kind of all thought he would be. Maybe it's because of the system he's in. Maybe he didn't have the right weapons. Maybe having Le'Veon Bell in New York will definitely help him, open up the air raid just a little bit. But right now, I don't know. The card looks good. 95 throw power, definitely get that up to 99. All the other throw accuracies look great. The speed is okay. On a Jets theme team, you can get him up to a 90 speed. But at that point, just use Mike Vick, right? But it is a good card. I like this card. If I were a Jets fan, I would roll out with Darnold just because he's my starter, and that's something to get excited about. Let's move on real quickly. Trying to make this a shorter episode. I wanted to talk a little bit about what we may be seeing in the next couple of weeks as far as like content for Madden 19. I would take your expectations from here and maybe meet them down here, because it seems like a lot of focus is going into Madden 20 right now, especially with not having golden tickets this year. It's kind of a telltale sign of maybe more focus is into the future than it is to the now. And a part of me is okay with that. Another part of me is like, man, I wish we had something to do in this dead space. But like, this is the deadest space for Madden right now. Probably, the end of June into July. It's just like you're just kind of waiting for the next game. And to see something come out to help alleviate some of that, stress and patience would be nice. But what I'm thinking we're going to be seeing in the next couple weeks is two programs. One, on MDD, they did confirm we're going to be getting rookie premieres early July. I actually missed that MDD. I was out of town, but I have heard from many people that it has been confirmed. And the specific date hasn't been confirmed, but there has been talk that it is coming out early July. Awesome. Get your coin stack up. Maybe start selling some stuff off if you're starting to come down on the game. Make sure you've got that coin stack so you can invest into the next Madden. Cool. But the other thing that I think is still coming, because we need something to do in this Madden, is definitely going to be the summer blockbusters. This is something that we've already seen an animation for. It doesn't mean we're actually going to get it. It's no guarantee, but I think it's still coming. I think it's polished enough to the point that it's really the grand finale of of Madden at this point. And maybe it was those program stars or whatever that we saw before. It kind of looked the same. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'm confused on that. But I'm hoping that summer blockbusters still come. If we can get rookie premiere and summer blockbusters, I think that's a fine way to end Madden 19. Just kind of make that the finale, and we're good to go. No more content. That's fine. We still have some Ultimate Legends to go over. But for those of you guys that don't remember, summer blockbusters, it was basically your 99s at every position. You can expect any card that's like, he doesn't have a 99 and he's such a huge name. You can expect those cards to get the bump. What are some guys in here that maybe don't have it yet? D-Hop has a 98. You can power up to 99. You get what I'm saying, right? So the end of the year last year, we needed a 99 Patrick Peterson. We got him. We needed a 99 Jalen Ramsey. We got him. We needed a 99 Anthony Barr. We got him. So on and so forth. So you guys get the picture. Are we going to get summer blockbusters? Don't know. I'm hoping we do, because again, two more promos would help end of the year a little bit smoother. Rookie premiere, summer blockbuster. I'd be happy with that. So we'll see. It's still up in the air, but I still think it might be coming. Let's go ahead and close this episode out with the Ultimate Legends coming out tomorrow, starting with Marcus Allen. Trumpetmonkey out there somewhere in the world screaming with joy because this guy looks like an absolute beast. This is one of the better scenarios I can see in theme teams this year because they're so popular right now. But at halfback specifically, it's so nice having that power back, and in this case, Marshawn Lynch is probably one of the best. And then that receiving back at number 2, that scrappy, really speedy, really high catching guy is really cool. And what I love about Marcus Allen specifically is that he does have the elusiveness, he does have the break tackle, a little bit of trucking mixed in there, but he's also 6'2", which is kind of crazy. You see most of these, pass catching backs, third down running backs, a bit of a smaller frame. But having that beast mode and having that Marcus Allen like side by side by Derek Carr, that's got to feel good. No love for the Raiders. I got Raiders friends, but no love for the Raiders being a Chargers fan. But this is a nice card. That's a really nice trio, or really nice, with Josh Jacobs in there too. Really nice trio running backs for the Raiders. Next up, we got Ed Too Tall Jones. I think Ed Too Tall is just on the cusp of the speed you want at edge at this point of the year because he is so tall. I'm guessing he might have better reach, for those reach sacks, reach tackles. As a user, he would be kind of interesting. I see some people, at least earlier in the year, they would actually user Ed Too Tall Jones off the edge with their linebacker behind him because it's too tall. In that situation where he's so close to the line of scrimmage, you're seeing guys throw slants, you're seeing guys throw drags. He's just so tall. Like the moment the quarterback winds up and you see a couple of drags in front of you, just hit that Y button, man. He's gonna come up and get it. The dude just has so much reach. And at a user, you might actually get yourself a couple of nice picks with this kind of speed. Maybe a couple pick sixes. He's not crazy fast, but I don't think he's a liability either. So kind of a cool card. Just got to see how he plays. We'll see more tomorrow. And then finally, our limited, Steve Hutchinson. We got ourselves a left guard. A lot of people have been holding on to Steve Hutchinson because we got him as, I think it was even a 93 card back in the gauntlet. But a lot of people hold on to those cards just hoping to upgrade him eventually. And then that's their end of year starter because the 93 was free. Even though at this point it's probably like super cheap to build him. There you go. Remember to wait a week. He's going to be available via training points, which I'm assuming are like at 2 or even 1 at this point. Coin per training point, and he's not bad. As far as I remember, Steve Hutchinson, he's not the fastest guy. I really look for speed at my guards, especially with those lead blocks, but he's not a bad card. But that being said, go out there, rip some packs if you're still into the Madden 19 scene. Maybe you'll use your coins. Hopefully you get lucky, pull Steve Hutchinson. My advice at this point, maybe don't do that. If you got like some Xbox One points sitting around, or you got your birthday money, whatever, and you want to rip packs, cool. Go for it. But until they lower the price of the Ultimate Legend packs, maybe they have. I've been out of town. I don't think 120,000 coins is worth the investment you're putting in what you're going to get back at this point. So maybe if that goes down to like 80,000 coins, sure, go for it. You may make some coins, but if they remain at that price, just sit back, enjoy the game, save up for Rookie Premiere, and go buy these cards. They'll be available. Plenty of people still rip packs, but you guys, my MUT Force guys, be smart about it. There's plenty still to do before Madden 20 comes out. And that's all we're going to do for today, guys. A half-hour show. Wanted to get a little bit of MUT Force out, get a little bit of hype on Madden 20. We got some more stuff coming out here in the very near future. It's going to be really cool, in-depth, like the situation that we're in. Hopefully shows you like how much we want to talk about Madden 20. It should be a good time, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this episode of MUT Force Trumpetmonkey. Wherever you are in the world, stay frosty, my friend. And to you guys, stay frosty. We'll see you guys on our next episode.
Last chance, fourth and long, finding the will to bolt up. Bundle up, cause you know we stay frosty. I take my frosty chocolate, vanilla, or swirl. Mutt Master YouTuber, come on, let's give it a whirl. Mutt Madden Twitch streamer, put the snowman to shame. Staying frosty's the only way we stay alive in this game. They're reffing the match, directors directing the game. Scared of my underdog team, you know them gods will be slain. Stay frosty.